Hello, Project Wargaming, here with a painting tutorial on Adler Zouaves. So I have bought a decent chunk of these guys and I have painted them up in various colors. So the Santa Claus over here is just your kind of standard Zouaves with red pants and a red fez on top with a white turban. These guys have, they're all just the navy. Um, all of them have the gaiters, the white gaiters, and then a red fez and turban. So the other ones that I have are Zouaves that have the turban and fez, but then the white gaiters, but then they have the lighter blue, sky blue pants. So those are the ones that I'm gonna just show you how I paint them up real fast. So first thing I do is I come in and just hit the top of the hat, and I drag it on both sides of the hat. And then the next is I go in and hit the pants. One thing that I did find with the Adler, so I've painted up the Bacchus Zouaves and now I've painted up the Adler Zouaves, is this pose of the Adler. Sometimes this foot doesn't, the back foot doesn't stick, and so I've had a number of them break off and just go away. So it's pretty hard to, with them being this small, to get them really to stick back onto a strip or even onto a base. And so I've had probably, I don't know, I bought about 20 of these strips and I've had about 4 fall off. So just keep that in mind, particularly when I was washing them and putting the wash on. You can see over here on this side, I've put the black Agrass Earthshade on, and I haven't hit it with the, excuse me, the, Tester's Dull Coat yet. And so it's still pretty shiny. So then I go in and I hit the turban first on both sides. And then I hit the other side of the turban. One thing that I've done that I forgot to do first is hit the black, because I put the gaiters over top of the shoes. So pretty easy to get the shoes here. And then a little tricky to get these guys are wearing backpacks, so it's a little tricky to get this this little area back here, but easy enough. If you turn the miniature the right way, and then the back side of the backpack is very easy. Just kind of hit the corner, and that seems to cover everything up nicely. And then hit the other side of the shoes. And then just give that a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to go ahead and hit the bedroll on the back of their backpack. Standard US bedroll was a gray, so I stick to that. I'll go ahead and hit the tassel on the back of this. So just a yellow tassel. You can look at lots of different color combinations for Zouaves. There's a ton of them, and so it's kind of almost let your imagination go wild. And then I'm just going to hit the canteen here with just a brown or a tan, just to make it stand out a little bit more from the rest of the miniature. Come back in now and hit the gaiters. Gaiters are pretty hard. It's basically me just hitting the top bottom part of their pants, and then hit the back side here. One thing on these I find just going in and hitting the back of the leg that's kicked up here does a good job. So then next is the rifle, and all I do is just drag some brown across, and then I hit the backside of the rifle, which is pretty easy to get. On these Adlers, they come with the bayonets attached, and I just cut them off because I just find the lead is too soft and they just go all over the place, and it drives me nuts. So I cut them off and then come in and hit the top of the gun barrel just to give it a bit of a shine. And then last thing I really do is come in with the skin. Just a nice flesh color. Drag it across the face. And then hit the two hands. And then same thing on the back side. Just drag it across the face. I do find that when I do this, I hit the rifle a lot of times, and so I got to go back in and touch up the rifle, but it's not that big of a deal. For the hands, I attack it kind of from this area, and then I just hit where the arm and the rifle touch, and that's enough to give you the impression of a hand. So that's really it as far as painting them up. So next thing I do is let it dry, and then I just hit it with Agrak Earthshade, and then let that dry, and then I hit it with Tester Dull Coat. So that's how I do Adler Zouaves. I hope that helps you in your gaming. Talk to you later.